if I told you that the words you say to yourself every single day are not just influencing your mood, but are literally changing your biology? This isn't just a metaphor or a spiritual idea. It's backed by science. Today, we're diving into a story that might completely transform the way you talk to yourself. Stay with me, because what you're about to hear could change your life. Let's travel back to the early 2000s. A Japanese researcher named Dr. Masaru Emoto became famous for an experiment that sparked conversations all over the world. His work wasn't just about science. It was about how our words and intentions might have a deeper impact than we ever imagined. Dr. Emoto set out to explore the hidden power of language. Dr. Emoto's experiment was simple, yet profound. He took 3 glasses, each filled with equal amounts of rice and water. The setup was straightforward, but what he did next was anything but ordinary. Each day, he approached these glasses with a specific intention and a few carefully chosen words. For the first glass, Dr. Emoto spoke words of gratitude. Every day, he said, "Thank you." This wasn't just a routine. It was an intentional act of kindness directed at something as simple as rice and water. The idea was to see if positive words could create a positive change. The second glass received a very different message. Dr. Emoto said, "You're an idiot." These negative words were repeated every day, just as consistently as the positive words for the first glass. The intention here was to see if negativity could have a destructive effect, even on something as simple as rice. The third glass was treated differently. It was completely ignored. No words, no attention, nothing at all. This part of the experiment was just as important, because sometimes silence and neglect can have effects just as powerful as words themselves. After 30 days, Dr. Emoto returned to see what had happened. The results were astonishing. Each glass of rice had changed in a unique way, reflecting the words and attention, or lack thereof, that it had received. This was more than just a science experiment. It was a lesson in the power of intention. The rice that had been thanked every day began to ferment, giving off a warm, pleasant aroma. It was almost as if the positive words had helped it thrive. This result suggested that kindness and gratitude might have a real, physical effect, even on something as simple as rice. The rice that received negative words turned completely black and decayed. The transformation was dramatic, dark, rotten, and unappealing. This part of the experiment seemed to show that negativity can have a destructive effect, even at a molecular level. The third glass, which was ignored, rotted silently and completely. No words were spoken, but the lack of attention had its own effect. Sometimes, being ignored can be just as harmful as receiving negative words. This result was a powerful reminder of the impact of neglect. At this point, you might be thinking, it's just rice and water. And that's a fair point. But Dr. Emoto didn't stop there. He wanted to understand if words could actually change the structure of water itself. This curiosity led him to his next groundbreaking experiment. Dr. Emoto used microscopic photography to capture the structure of water molecules after they were exposed to different words, music, and emotions. The results were nothing short of stunning. Positive words and intentions created beautiful, symmetrical crystal structures in the water. When water was exposed to negative words, the crystal structures became broken, chaotic, and distorted. The difference was clear and dramatic. This experiment suggested that our words and emotions might have a real, physical impact on the world around us and within us. Where things get personal, The human brain is about 73% water. Your heart, also 73%. Your lungs are 83% water, and your blood is nearly 90% water. If words can change the structure of water in a glass, imagine what they're doing inside your own body. So, if words can restructure the molecules of water in a glass of rice, what are they doing to you? Every word you say to yourself has the power to shape your biology, your health, and your well-being. The next time you talk to yourself, remember, your words matter more than you think. For thousands of years, humanity has recognized a profound truth. Words are not just tools for communication, but carriers of energy and intention. Across continents and cultures, from the Sanskrit mantras of India to the sacred chants of Native American traditions, and from Hebrew prayers to African oral storytelling, our ancestors understood that words hold a special kind of power. These traditions weren't just about reciting phrases. They were about harnessing the vibration and frequency of sound to influence both the world around us and the world within us. This ancient wisdom is the foundation for everything we'll explore today. Mantras are more than just words. They are frequencies, vibrations that, when repeated with intention, can shift our state of mind and even our physical reality. Ancient cultures didn't just chant for ritual's sake. They understood that the repetition of certain sounds could bring about real change. Whether it was for healing, focus, or connection, these mantras were used with purpose. Today, science is beginning to catch up, showing us that sound and intention can indeed affect matter. This bridge between ancient practice and modern understanding is opening up new possibilities for personal transformation. Modern research is finally validating what ancient cultures have always known. Sound, language, and intention can physically affect our environment and our bodies. Studies on the impact of sound frequencies on water molecules, for example, reveal that positive words and intentions can create beautiful, harmonious patterns, while negative ones lead to chaos. This scientific evidence supports the idea that our words are not just empty sounds. They carry real, measurable power. The convergence of science and tradition is a reminder that the wisdom of the past still holds relevance today. The power of words doesn't just influence the world outside of us, it deeply impacts our inner world as well. The way we speak, the words we choose, and the intentions behind them all play a role in shaping our thoughts, emotions, and even our physical health. When we use positive, intentional language, we create an environment within ourselves that supports growth and healing. Conversely, negative self-talk can drain our energy and keep us feeling stuck. Understanding this connection is the first step toward reclaiming our personal power. Think about how much energy we spend worrying about what others say about us, social media comments, critics, and haters. But here's a reality check. Nobody talks to you more than you talk to yourself. Every morning, when you look in the mirror and say things like, "I'm so tired," or "I'm not good enough," you're sending negative vibrations through your own body. This internal dialogue shapes your reality far more than any external voice ever could. Recognizing the power of self-talk is crucial for breaking free from negative patterns. You repeatedly tell yourself things like, "I'll never figure this out." You're not just expressing doubt, you're reinforcing it. These negative affirmations send vibrations through your body, affecting your mood, your energy, and even your health. It's like being the scientist in the lab, telling your own glass of water that it's worthless. Over time, this self-inflicted negativity can leave you feeling stuck, drained, and unable to move forward. The good news is, you have the power to change this pattern. Now, imagine if you started talking to yourself the way you talk to someone you deeply love. Instead of criticism, you offer encouragement. "I'm getting better every day. I am capable of more than I realize. I choose to show up for myself today." These small shifts, repeated daily, can have a profound impact on your mindset and your life. It's not about ignoring challenges or pretending everything is perfect. It's about intentionally reprogramming your inner dialogue to support your growth. This practice isn't about toxic positivity. It's about intentional reprogramming. By consciously choosing your words and focusing on positive affirmations, you begin to shift your mindset and your reality. It's a process that takes time and consistency, but the results are real. Each positive statement you make is like planting a seed for future growth. Over time, these seeds blossom into greater confidence, resilience, and self-belief. The journey starts with a single, intentional word. You can't control what other people say about you. Critics, doubters, and negative voices will always exist in your environment. Trying to silence every external critic is a losing battle. But here, the empowering truth: you have complete control over the voice in your own head. No one else can dictate your internal narrative unless you let them. By focusing on your self-talk, you reclaim your power and set the tone for your own life. Whether anyone else hears your words or not, you are always listening. Every thought, every affirmation, every criticism you direct at yourself is absorbed by your mind and body. This constant internal dialogue shapes your beliefs, your actions, and ultimately your destiny. Remember, the most important audience for your words is you. Choose your language with care, because you are always on the receiving end. Next time you're about to put yourself down, pause. Take a moment to consider the impact of your words. This simple act of mindfulness can interrupt negative patterns and create space for more supportive, empowering language. It's not always easy, especially when old habits run deep. But with practice, you can learn to catch yourself and choose a different path. Every pause is an opportunity for growth. Your body is made mostly of water, and water is highly responsive to vibration and sound. Just as experiments have shown that water molecules change structure based on the words and intentions directed at them, your own body responds to the language you use. This means that every word you speak to yourself has a physical impact. Treat your inner world with the same care and respect you give to anything precious. It may sound poetic, but science suggests that water has ears. It listens and responds to the vibrations around it. Since our bodies are largely composed of water, the words we use don't just stay in our minds, they resonate throughout our entire being. This is why it's so important to choose your words wisely. Every affirmation, every criticism, every intention is heard by the water within you. Every day, you have countless opportunities to choose the words you use with yourself. Will you reinforce old, limiting beliefs, or will you plant seeds of encouragement and possibility? The choice is yours. By becoming more intentional with your language, you can create a ripple effect that transforms not just your mindset, but your entire life. Remember, small shifts repeated daily lead to lasting change. As we wrap up, remember this: words are powerful tools that can either build you up or hold you back. The way you speak to yourself matters more than you might realize. By choosing your words with intention, you can harness the ancient wisdom of our ancestors and the insights of modern science to create a life filled with growth, resilience, and self-love. Start today. Your words are listening.